All right, here we go. So the Yankees are we're not in no trouble yet, but anyway, we've been playing well the last couple of games, and our good friend Aaron Judge did a little peeking. So what people don't know is they really try to make it harder for players to steal signs now. The easy way to steal signs now, if you got a guy on second and a guy at the plate, the guy at second can see what the catcher puts down with his fingers and between his legs and say, hey, you might get a slider. He might touch his head. He might move his, shoulder. He might touch his chest. Okay, slider. But now when they have the electronic stuff, now the calls come from the bench now. Well, they've always came from the coach or manager. But now, since they're coming from the audio, you really can't tell what the catcher is telling the pitcher to throw. But you can see what the coach is telling the catcher to throw. So that's kind of the way now is to kind of, get an advantage is what it's called. Or cheat. But we try to win. So let's call it get an advantage. Anyway, Aaron Judge was out there looking the other way into the dugout. Hit a couple of home runs and won the game. Anyway, it's really hard to go around that without basically putting a wall up. What you gonna do? You can't put the manager not gonna come out the dugout and whisper in the catcher ear and say throw a slider, throw a throw a freaking sinker, throw a fastball. They're not gonna do that. For the most part, some pitchers don't always have the best relationship with the catcher, especially like the bullpen guys. So they kind of it's always a pitch on committee. So the manager says this is how we get a guy out. The pitching coach says this is how we get a guy out, and we make a consensus. Obviously, the pitcher has a vote, and then the catcher has a vote. So the person who calls it is a person from the dugout. And the pitcher may not want the catcher just to say, well, throw this or throw that. What did we research? What did we see in the past? And sometimes that comes from, obviously, history and, obviously, experience. So that usually comes from the manager and the pitching coach and stuff like that, which are in the dugout. So, first of all, Aaron Judge ain't the only one doing it. The problem is Aaron Judge is the only one doing it with success. Because if you hit a home run after you peek into the freaking dugout, it's like, hey, how do you know we're going to throw that? And then he did it again. So, I don't know. Nothing should come of this, but the way all this tattletale stuff happens, but y'all making it hot. They all doing it. The problem with people advantages, especially in sports, is it's not just one person doing this. No one is circumventing and doing a new thing. They're all doing the same thing, just a different version of it. So one person may be peeking from second base and then telling their hitter, yo, this is what they're doing. Or another person may say, I just hit a home run. This is what he's doing. This is where his glove said if he's throwing a slider or something like that. So they're all doing some type of competitive advantage, which is what we're going to call it, because you don't want to call it cheating. You want to call it competitive advantage. But you have to do it at a successful rate for it even to matter. If you doing it and you batting 200, you batting 100, it doesn't matter. Aaron Judge is hot as fish grease, got 10 home runs after coming off 60-something home runs last year. So it's like, somehow we got to slow this man down. And what is his competitive advantage? And it's knowing what pitch you will throw. It's not just reacting to, I see the pitch, hit the pitch. It's like, no, I know you're going to throw this. I know you're going to throw it here. Let me put this ball in play. So nothing should come of this. I mean, we've been fined so many times for cheating. It's ridiculous. Problem is we're not egregiously cheating like the Astros was. But anyway, the Yankees are doing solid. We just won 2 out of 3 against the Rays. We playing the Blue Jays. So we're looking better from last place. We're not last place no more. Boston now. They lost 3 games to St. Louis. And I went to the Friday game. And then in both of them games, they came back in the 9th inning. Something going on with Boston. I don't know what's going on. Because you can't lose. I mean, St. Louis was the last place team in the league. Definitely in the bottom. But whatever. It's Boston. Who cares? But anyway, that's the baseball. What's going on? It's early in the season though, so Braves are looking good, but again, it's early. Tampa Bay Rays are looking good, but again, it's early. Pirates were looking good, and then they kind of fizzle off. So obviously, the Dodgers in first place. So a lot of teams are moving around from first to second to third to last. But it's early. We got 100 games left, so we'll be here a long time. So, but anyway, nothing wrong with a little peeking, as long as you win. All right.